You know, Hawaii is one of the, if not the most expensive places to live in the world. For some, Hawaii is a deal. For others, they will never pay the price. It's got nothing to do with the amount of money that you're making. In this video, I'm gonna help you figure out which side, which camp you belong to. It may not be what you expect. Aloha, I'm Peter K, and I moved to Hawaii at the age of 21 in the mid-'80s, all by myself. And I am living the dream, been living it ever since. This channel is for people like you who dream about living in Hawaii. So if that's you, this is your channel. Get subscribed, get the notification. You want to be a part of what we're doing. I'm sure one of the reasons why you clicked on this video was to get a figure for what the numbers look like, right? What's the cost of living? Can you afford it? So let's get this out of the way really quick. Now, these are rules of thumb. There's always exception. Overall, Hawaii is going to be twice as much, and you get paid about 20% less, give or take. What's far more important is for you to figure out if Hawaii is a bargain or if it's a no way, Jose, way too expensive. Again, it's got nothing to do with how much money you're earning. It's not about the price. It's never about the price on anything. It's whether or not it's worth it. Here's a very simple test. What is your priority in life? Do you value physical things or do you value spiritual things? Are you what I call a physicalist or are you a spiritualist? If you're a spiritualist, Hawaii is a bargain. It is the cheapest place on earth. If you're a physicalist, Hawaii is a no deal. It'll always be too expensive. It'll never be worth it. You'll never be happy. How do you know if you're a physicalist or a spiritualist? Physicalist likes physical things, things that you can touch, stuff. Nothing wrong with this, by the way. Nothing wrong with it. It's just a matter of kind of knowing who you are. So, physicalist likes houses, cars, jewelry, TVs, consumer electronics, clothes, toys, nice cars. Go the irony, right? Someone's gonna make a comment about that. How do you do that? You're driving a Porsche. If you're a physicalist, all those things in Hawaii are way too expensive. Housing is twice as much. It costs more to get stuff over here. Hawaii's a very expensive place. For a physicalist, you're not gonna like it. Your groceries are gonna cost twice as much. The real estate's gonna cost twice as much. We got the highest energy costs in the country. So air conditioning is gonna cost you more, etc. So what ends up happening is for the physicalist, Hawaii's too expensive. The mainland's always cheaper, and you'll always be upset that you're paying so much for what you could get for a lot less on the mainland. It's not gonna work. I mean, you'll be mad that your mainland friends have more stuff than you do. They'll be telling you about how much cheaper stuff is. When you go and visit, you'll see how much cheaper things are. You'll always be upset that you're paying too much for physical things in Hawaii, which you are, which is why Hawaii's not a good place for physicalists. But man, look at the beauty. You can't buy this. You can't pay for this. And that's why for the spiritualist, Hawaii is a deal. A spiritualist wants things like nature, the outdoors, the pursuit of the divine, spiritual life, a spiritual path. A spiritualist values the immaterial, like the beauty of this place, like the beauty of this valley. That's what makes Hawaii special. It's a spiritualist paradise. Look all around. And for these things, Hawaii is the greatest place on earth. It's safe, it's clean, and it will give you more spiritual wealth than you could ever imagine. It's the best deal in the world because those spiritual experiences, they don't cost anything, like driving in this valley. I mean, this is such a priceless moment. What a beautiful day. Look at how green this place is. It's incredible. Amazing views, man. Amazing views all the way around. You might think you know if you're a spiritualist or a physicalist. I would argue that most people don't really know if they're physicalists or if they're spiritualists. And here's the case in point. Everyone that attempts to make the move to Hawaii knows it's more expensive and they do it anyway, but then they leave because it's too expensive. You know what that tells me? That tells me that they were really physicalists, but they didn't know it. So I'm going to help you figure out if you're a physicalist, if you're a spiritualist. So I'm going to give you 3 ways to figure it out. Number 1, do you have a lot of stuff in your house? Do you have a hard time letting go of that stuff? Have you bought stuff and then you never use it? Never comes out of the box? Or what would you rather do? Would you rather have a $5,000 deluxe giant screen TV? Or would you rather go on a $5,000 vacation? A spiritualist is a minimalist. Very few things in their house. Minimal furnishings, the least that they need to get by comfortably, but no more than that. Spiritualists get rid of stuff. I you saw this lady Marie Kondo. It's like, if this thing does not bring me joy, I get rid of it. That's a spiritualist. And of course, a spiritualist would take the vacation over the TV any day of the week. If you like your stuff, you're a physicalist. If you have minimal house, minimal things, chances are you're a spiritualist. Number 2, the leisurely things that you do, are they natural or are they man-made? A spiritualist goes on walks, hikes, natural outdoor activities, spiritual activities. What about a physicalist? Physicalists hang out at the mall, go shopping, play with their toys, tinkers with things around the house. Generally speaking, likes working with things that they can touch, things that they can hold. Well, which one of these are you? Hey, are you on the newsletter? Click on the link in the description of this video. You'll get to the website, livinginhawaii.com. Thing will pop up, enter in your email address, get on the newsletter. I've got a free class that I will take you through. It's called To Live in Hawaii. It's a free email class, and you'll get notified of events. We have a live show every other week that you'll be a part of. All this is free. You can unsubscribe anytime. Check it out. Get on that newsletter. Number 3, career or volunteer. If you had the choice, which of the 2 would you do? If you're career driven, you've got sort of like career mountains to climb, you've got to move yourself up, kind of move up the ladder. Could be a physicalist. Hawaii's not that kind of place. Hawaii's where people come to bury their careers, not to advance them. If given the opportunity, you would rather be a volunteer of an organization, could be a spiritualist. Now look, there's always exceptions. I can't cover every case. If you're really career oriented, that's a physicalist thing. But it's just important for you to know where you stand. In short, if buying things and having stuff is what makes you happy, and again, there's nothing wrong with that, you are going to hate it here. It's not your place for you. Save yourself the agony. Now, if on the other hand, your life is about the natural things, the outdoors, the spiritual life, then there's no question, absolutely, positively, Hawaii is a deal, because all those things are free and they are in absolute abundance. Quick test, quick review. Do you have a lot of stuff or not? What are you surrounded by in your spare time, natural or man-made? Would you rather have a career or be a volunteer? Do you find that you need to spend money for your entertainment? You need to spend money to have fun? Or will you have fun for free? I think you get the idea. Spiritual values, Hawaii's a deal. Physical values, Hawaii's way too expensive. You got a question for me? Anything else you want to talk about? There's a link in the description. Click on the form, fill the form out, and make sure you let me know where you're from and your name so I can give you credit. I'm Peter K. I moved here in the 80s. Didn't know I was a physicalist or a spiritualist, but I realized I was a spiritualist, and I have been living the dream ever since. Aloha. You know, Hawaii's outdoor lifestyle is going to have the very biggest impact on your life. I made a video to help you figure out if the outdoors are really right for you. It's not exactly obvious. So click on this video, check this out, and watch the video about Hawaii's outdoor lifestyle. Aloha.